Hey peeps, it's Tripl-L, and now let's just quickly talk about the 7 Deadly Sins, chapter 203. It's coming a bit late. I apologize for the delay. This is the soonest I could have done it. I was just very busy. Anyway, let's get into the chapter. Overall, I think it's a relatively simple chapter. It's mostly a setup, and you could especially tell that with the end because we're just setting up. Oh wow, look, all the demons are coming. Oh my god, they're gonna kill us. And yeah, it's gonna be an interesting next chapter. I wonder when the whole thing with King is gonna get sorted out, like the King Diane decision point. When is that gonna happen? This chapter does serve a little bit in characterizing some of the things that's going on, and we get like a slightly, I think, an important reveal for a side character. So yeah, let's just talk about things that happened in this chapter. One of the first segments was the friendship between Ro and Meliodas. I really want to believe that is Bond's previous incarnation. I want to believe that that is Bond, and because then that makes sense when we go to the point where Meliodas said, Bond, don't you remember? She's the one that single-handedly did so and so. It'd be cool if somehow Bond reincarnated all the way down, or Ro reincarnated all the way down to Bond. It would be very interesting if we found out exactly why things reincarnate around Meliodas. Like, why did Hawk reincarnate? Why did Elizabeth reincarnate? Why did potentially Bond reincarnate? It'd be very interesting. After that, we get more clarification on Elizabeth's and Meliodas' relationship through the talk with Rodeo Ciel, the really annoying guy. He's pretty much deciding he's going to do so-and-so to the Demon Clan. They're going to go for total war. And you get to see some racism coming from the Goddess Clan. And what Meliodas was talking about earlier about is there really good and evil in war, I think that is the ultimate thing that we should take away from this. Like, the Goddess Clan might be just as bad as the Demon Clan if it weren't for the Demon Clan's diet. If the Demon Clan's diet didn't have to include human souls, or if maybe they could live off without human souls. And actually, we don't know that. They might be able to live off without eating a human soul, but damn it, we just don't know. Anyway, if it wasn't for the dietary habits of one of the clans, I think this would have been a lot easier to say, like, yeah, both of these people were pretty shitty. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Goddess Clan also had plans of one day destroying all the other clans just for the laughs, because they're the Goddess Clan and they think they're like the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, not the point. The point here is that Elizabeth isn't standing for what they're doing. People make comments that Elizabeth has a lot, she could have made a better choice than Meliodas, the man who was supposed to succeed the Demon King. And that was adorable. It was adorable when Nerabasta was like looking all shy, asking if she should go after Elizabeth, and it was like, oh no, like just let Elizabeth do her thing. Regardless, I'm happy to see Elizabeth standing by Meliodas and making such a fuss about this plan that's going on. Now, later on, we do transition into the King Diane segment. Diane's pretty much just showing off her power and showing off, like, yeah, she's pretty powerful and she can take down most people. At least as Balor. And then we get the transition over to Jahard and finding out that she is, I guess, Glosinia's sister. And that was a pretty big deal. It draws the parallels between the current generation Fairy King and the previous, or sorry, the first generation Fairy King and the current generation Fairy King. I was kind of more hoping that they were just lovers, but no, we're going brother sister, and that's fine. It makes the segment where Jahard was dancing with Glosinia a little bit more sad, but it's also interesting to see how she just made a complete she didn't make a complete 180. As she just went through time, she changed into something that she wasn't. And it's also interesting in this chapter to see that she's aware of the Goddess Clan's plan, that she's aware of the live bait, and that she's aware of all those people in that confinement. Now, I do wonder, is this the children event that Derriere talked about when she was facing off against Nerabasta? Are these the kids that Derriere got so mad about? Because we see Mons Biet and Derriere again at the end of the chapter. And in terms of the art here, it's interesting that we're seeing all the currently dead 10 Commandments. That's very interesting, or at least, are they current? Yeah, the ones that we assume are currently dead. We know that Galen's dead, we know Fraudron's dead, we know Maricilla's dead, and we can assume Mons Biet and Derriere are dead. It's interesting that those are the 5 that we're seeing in this actual panel. And because Mons Biet and Derriere have the most prominence in that panel, I want to think this is the event that I guess Nerabasta was, or Derriere was telling Nerabasta about, or referencing to her about. Anyway, there was an interesting little thing in the panel before that. We got, or sorry, two pages before that, we got to see where the demons were being held, and they were underground, and we had a close-up of one female demon in particular. She kind of looks like Derriere, but at first I thought, whoa, is that Derriere? But no, then you see her in the next panel. It's like, okay, I don't fully understand what's going on in that segment in terms of who's there, because these all look like adult demons, so it makes me wonder whether or not kids are actually evolved. Now, I do think that the Demon Clan has quite a bit of variety in their various forms. Like, they had the red, the blue, and the gray demons before, but still, they have quite a bit of variety. Anyway, not the point. This is gonna be a pretty like dark situation. Like, no one's gonna come out of this feeling like, yeah, we won that. It's more like gonna be, yeah, that was pretty shitty on everyone's part. Anyway, things are going to get ugly. It's going to be quite a spectacle to see. It'll be interesting to see why two kings of the tribes decided to go over into another, I guess, clan altogether. I do wonder though, do the goddess clan end up getting sealed away? It'd be cool if both the goddess and the demon clan ended up getting sealed away. Be neat. Anyway, in this chapter was one more tidbit. We found out about, I think, the 6 Black Knights of the Demon Clan, and that the 10 Commandments give them a run for their money. I like that the author did that and mentioned like another faction within the Demon Clan, because that gives us more material to work with in the future, and that is going to be pretty exciting. So guys, I'm ending it there. This chapter is pretty simple. I liked it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought, and until next time, I hope you have a great day.